Welcome back to the Ski Summit Homes Real Estate Show. Today we're going to be touching on what's happening in Breckenridge. We've got the Bluegrass and Beers Festival coming here to Summit County. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to look at how the rental market is changing a bit with some new rules and regulations that are going to affect long-term rentals and short-term rentals. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. I'm going to take a quick look at the market, share some of the end of the year buyer opportunities. Got a spotlight for a great Breckenridge condo right there in Main Street Station. So stick around for the latest in Summit County mountain real estate. Ever dreamed of living in the heart of the Colorado mountains? Join me, Matt Dayton, Breckenridge native, Olympian, and mountain real estate expert. Here on the Ski Summit Show, we dive into everything you need to know about buying, investing, and living in iconic ski towns like Breckenridge, Frisco, and Keystone. From mountain real estate trends to investment opportunities, we bring you on the inside to help you make the most of your mountain life. Welcome to the Ski Summit Real Estate Show number 130, your go-to source for Summit County mountain real estate news. Got Benji here. Benji does. Hey, Benji. How's it going, buddy?
How are you doing?
Doing well, doing well. So thanks for being here and monitoring stuff today.
Yeah. You've got a jacket on. Is it really getting cold out there?
Oh man, we're frost in the morning. It rained a bunch last night and then froze. And you ever seen that scene from Fargo where he's like beating on the windshield with a stick of ice?
Yeah.
That was a little bit me this morning. My daughter talked me into starting her car for her. So
I'm glad I'm not. We just get the big dust storms and stuff.
We definitely got some ice this morning. So what do we got going on in Breckenridge?
So what's happening in Summit County? We've got the Breckenridge Bluegrass and Beer Festival, and it looks like it's happening. Oh, here it is, September 26th through the 28th, and they've got all kinds of stuff going on.
You got beer pairing, starts at 6:30. I think like you can get like the big VIP pass for like $250, and then you get like beer pairing dinner. You get a brunch that doesn't start till like 11 because you're probably going to have drank too much beer the day before. And then they've got just all kinds of cool opportunities for beer tasting and stuff and fun stuff. So yeah, you can check that out at RockyMountainEvents.com to get more information. But that's going to be happening this weekend right there in the Village Plaza there.
Yeah.
So
really
cool. It is. It's right. That area is just right off of Main Street in Breckenridge. You've got right at the end there. It's a cool little plaza area. We're going to touch on one of these condos that's in there here in a little bit. But these guys did the Agave Festival in there. This one, it's been a great little venue.
Very cool. Next thing we've got is the news in Summit County, and we're talking about some very interesting stuff. Today we're talking about HB 25-1090.
Yes, so this has to do with the state cracking down on what they call junk fees. So this applies to landlords, short-term rentals like Airbnb, VRBO. And what it means is that you can't tack on extra charges outside of the advertised rental price. So no more surprise markups. For longer term rentals, it's like HOA fees, processing fees that can't show up after the fact. They basically, why don't the airlines do this? Seriously.
I don't know. They should though, right?
Oh my gosh. So this is a prime example. Like you go on there and you're going to Priceline or whatever, and you're like, okay, I want this one. It's the cheapest. Well, it's not the cheapest once you get in there. And so this is what they're trying to get away from in the housing market as well. So
it's pretty cool. Junk fees.
Yeah, no more junk fees. So cleaning up you can still have legitimate fees in there. Like you can have cleaning fees or other costs like that. Those are still fine, but they have to be baked into the total price that you see up front. So people and it's even playing field. It's still going to be an even playing field. So the idea is when somebody books a stay at the price they want to see, they see the price they're going to pay for. And if you don't follow this, that's considered deceptive trade practices under Colorado law, and there can be financial penalties. So check with your property management company. If you're self-managed, better do a little research on it.
Yeah. Well, that brings us to our Market in a Minute segment where you show us all about what's going on in Summit County.
The market in a minute. Doodaloo, doodaloo. So we got Breckenridge. I thought we'd look at this buyer, the market action index in Breckenridge, starting at condos. So slight buyer advantage in that. The market index has been trending lower for several weeks while prices remain relatively stable. If inventory continues to grow relative to demand, it's likely that we'll see a downward pressure on pricing. So right now we're going to probably see inventory tapering off, so I don't anticipate big changes there. If we jump over to single family homes in Breckenridge for this past week, the median list price was $2.25 million, and the market index was right around 26, so slight buyer advantage. This gives buyers a little more opportunity for some negotiating power. Seeing some discounts and stuff. The average sale to list price is about 3% discount right now, so that's what we're kind of seeing on an average. Longer days on market, typically going to see more discount on prices. Some sellers are willing to just hold out and might not sell this year, and others are willing to get a little bit more aggressive and be more willing to bargain. So if you're a buyer, don't be afraid to put in those offers. If you're a seller, you're probably going to be expecting to see some lower than asking prices, but doesn't mean that you got to just give it away. So we're not in that kind of market. So that's your market in a minute.
Alrighty. Well, that moves us to the last segment that we've got here. It's our listing of the week. And this week we are taking a look at 505 South Main Street.
Yeah, I figured since we were in the mode of that little Main Street Plaza condo, this is a great area. I've got a client that owns similar property. This does very well with the rental numbers. Perfect little location, right, with that plaza area there. Easy to access the slopes. You got the Maggie Pond there. You're right at the end of Main Street, so shops and restaurants are all super close by. And, this it's nice. It's got nice finishes, good countertops. Nothing over the top. These are a little bit of an older build. They were built in 2000, so yeah, 25 years? Easy math right there. But, not too new, not too old either. But yeah, you got access to that pool, you got parking garage, ski valet, front desk. I think these are a good winner. Easy as far as short-term rentals. You're not going to run into short-term rental restriction issues with these types of condos. So this one is a 1-bedroom listed for $874. It's kind of taking a quick look here. I'm going to share my tab if I can.
Sure.
If you look at this one, kind of taking a little market analysis, so let's get back to all of these, and we're going to select all of them, and then we're going to look at the stats. So we've got 4 active ones, average price per square foot. This one, or these 3 that we're looking at, so average price per square foot is $1,260. Ones that have gone under contract, just a little bit lower than that on the average, $1,231. And then there were 4 sold at $1,262. So you can kind of see that these are right in that range for price. I think once we see maybe things moving a little bit more in the market, you'll see the 3 that are on the market get gobbled up. So that is your little listing of the week for the week of middle of September. It's starting to feel like it too. Snow's right around the corner here, man. We can be a month out from snow.
You're probably going to get it this week.
We could get it this week, but snow actually sticking, like we could be a month out from snow sticking.
Well, that's all I've got for us for this week.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Benji. Thanks everybody for joining us for the Ski Summit Real Estate Show. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave us a like below and consider subscribing. If you have any questions or if you're interested in getting more information about our market, please feel free to reach out. You can always message in the comments below, or I'm always available via phone. Well, not always. I mean, I do sleep. Anyway, thanks for being here. Appreciate you watching. Have a wonderful day. Hope to see you in the mountains soon.